Taylor Hackford is an American filmmaker born in 1944, known mainly for his dramas. For his excellent Stephen King adaptation Dolores from 1995, see The Misery Review. He shot and produced in the 80s, besides some documentaries and music videos, also in 2005 the pilot of the TV series E-Ring. His first directorial work, the 30-minute short Teenage Father from 1978, got an Oscar. The extremely interesting pseudo-documentary follows a 17-year-old teenager and his girlfriend in the last months of her pregnancy.
Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right as we dance by the moonlight.
In 1980, the idol maker tried his luck and failed at the box office. The musical drama is set in the late 1950s, when Elvis was in the army and everyone was looking for the next big thing. A talented songwriter turns guys who have the looks into superstars.
And I know that it's true, I can tell by the look in your eyes.
The unusual behind-the-scene look at one of the star makers of the time is nowadays considered a secret tip, and features an interesting story, is well cast and has a very good original soundtrack. In 1982, the romantic drama An Officer and Gentleman is a hit and recoups its $7 million budget almost 20 times alone in the US. In the army commercial, a homeless and commitmentless young man goes, thanks to an officer training course, from selfish loner to responsible gentleman.
As we dance,
The cult romance is very well cast and entertainingly staged. The final scene in the paper mill made film history.
lady, I just feel like I won't get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true, I can tell by the look in your eyes.
In 1984, the wannabe action drama Against All Odds couldn't even double its $30 million budget worldwide and was quite rightly a flop. When an aging football player is cut from the team, a befriended bookie hires him to track down his ex-girlfriend, the team owner's daughter. This boring and dull flick with a completely uninteresting muddled story is a loose remake of the 1947 noir classic Out of the Past, based on the Geoffrey Holmes novel Build My Gallows High from the previous year. 1985 sees the release of White Nights. In the propaganda flick, a former Russian ballet dancer flees the Soviet Union again after an involuntarily emergency landing of his flight. The commercially successful dance drama with an embarrassingly silly constructed story uses all the cliches such as good Americans, evil Russians and so on, and was quite rightly not well received by some critics. In 1988, the shallow sports drama Everybody's All American fails and made only half of its $22 million budget in the US back, and was quite rightly left on the sidelines by audiences and critics. The well-cast fictional story about a 1950s ex-college football star who doesn't know what to do when his playing days are over is based on the same named 1981 Frank Deford novel.
I just want to tell you all the things you are and all the things you mean to me. When I find myself believing there's no place to go,
1993 street gang jail drama Bound by Honor, aka Blood In, Blood Out, is based on true experiences of the screenwriter. During the period from 1972 to 1984, members of an East LA gang struggle for daily survival in their district. The story focuses on the lives of three friends who separate after a gang war. One of them tries to be an artist but fails in life because of his drug addiction. One of them goes to prison and becomes a gang leader. And the third one becomes a policeman and chases his former friends. The very good movie bombed undeservedly hard at the box office at that time and made not even $5 million of its $35 million budget worldwide back. But over the years, mainly for the extremely exciting prison scenes, it became an insider's tip and has developed a well-deserved cult status. In 1997, The Devil's Advocate is about the young lawyer Kevin, who falls for the lure of a well-paid job in a large law firm, whose boss John Milton turns out to be the devil himself, brilliantly portrayed by Al Pacino. The excellent mystery thriller is based on Andrew Niederman's same-named novel from 1990 and made its $57 million budget nearly 3 times worldwide back. The movie and the much weaker book, a prequel, Judgment Day, by the same author, was published in 2000 and is about John Milton's rise to the head of the law firm, are extremely different from each other. Only in the movie Kevin is Milton's son, and only at the end of the book he kills the devil and goes to jail for life. In the 2000 thriller drama Proof of Life, the wife of an US engineer, with the help of a professional negotiator, tries to save the life of her husband, who has been kidnapped by Colombian guerrillas. When the negotiations fail, they attempt a violent rescue. The quite entertaining cliché fairy tale with good action scenes only managed to make $62 million of a $65 million production cost worldwide back. In 2004, the drama Ray is a biopic about soul legend Ray Charles. It deals with his childhood, his blindness, the beginning of his musical career in 1947, and ends shortly after his rehab at the end of the 1970s. Although the movie takes some liberties with the real-life events, Ray is the most interesting biography I know. Very well cast, entertainingly staged with an excellent soundtrack. Ray, quite rightly, won several awards, could more than triple its $40 million budget worldwide back, and was a success with audiences and critics. The 2010 drama Love Range is based on the story of the first legally run whorehouse in the 1970s in the US state of Nevada. An elderly couple maintains a thriving brothel in the desert. When the husband wants to get into the boxing business and hires an Argentine boxer to do so, he begins an affair with his cancer-stricken wife with a fatal outcome.
Tonight.
The unwatchable, embarrassing junk with Starcast couldn't even make one of its $25 million budget back and was quite rightly knocked out by most of the critics. In 2013, professional criminal Parker is betrayed and nearly killed by his fellow crooks. He seeks revenge, aided by a beautiful woman who falls in love with him. This mediocre action thriller with a completely uninteresting, muddled story grossed just $46 million worldwide at a budget of $35 million, and quite rightly received mixed to negative reviews. The movie is based on the 2000 novel Flashfire by Donald E. Westlake, who wrote between 1962 and 2008 25 novels about the professional criminal Parker under the pseudonym Richard Stark. The character is also the template for Porter in Payback from 1999, the remake of the 1967 John Borman classic Point Blank, based on the first Parker novel The Hunter. In 2016, the comedian performs in amphitheaters and fails to make even $2 million of its $10 to $15 million budget. In the completely botched performance, a comedian icon tries to reinvent himself, since his fans only know him as a TV character from an old sitcom. During community service, the result of a fight with an audience member, he meets a woman. The embarrassingly unfunny, boring flick was quite rightly booed off the stage by most critics.